Hello everyone. Today I want to show you how we can access PNETLab simulator. So the first thing that you are going to do, you are going to make sure you power on. Make sure this VMware is powered on. That is PNETLab, so you make sure you power it on. Then after you power on, so now you can now be able to access via the web browser. So let's just wait for a few minutes, just a minute, so that you can be able to check the IP address and be able to access it via the web browser. So remember, PNET is more similar with ifng. So if you have ever used ifng, PNET is almost similar to that. So now this is the IP address that you are going to access this PNETLab 192.168.1.70. So we just open the browser. We type 192.168.1.70. You press enter. The username is admin. Password by default is PNET. Then the secret code 74. Then you click login. So remember, you don't need to have internet. So you can just access it offline. So there is no any problem. So don't see login, you think it is an online app. It's not. So now this is the topology, but you're going to start our own topology. So you just close this topology. We create a new topology. You click on add new. The name is networking in bracket NAT. So we want to see how we can configure NAT. So the description is configuring NAT. Then you click add. Then after you click on add, now you can be able to see these are a space. So you right click, you add a node. So let's have a management cloud so that we can be able to access. So this one will link us to the internet. So remember, my PC right now has internet. So meaning the PNETLab has an internet connection. So you click save. So this is it. I can add a router, right click, click on node, choose your router. So I'm going to choose Cisco IOS. So this is the router. I can change the icon. Search which icon do you like, router. You can choose either this or this. Let me choose the red one. Select, scroll, and then you'll see slots right now is empty. I can choose. I click on empty, then click on this for interfaces, then click save. So this is the router. Then I can now add a switch. Right click, node, switch. So I can choose a different switch. Right click again, node, use this one. So I'm going to use this one. So switch, I'll type switch, choose any switch, select, scroll, and then click save. Then right now I'm going to select a PC. So right click, click node, choose virtual PC, because right now I have only virtual PC. Then scroll, save. Then now connect all of them. So from router I will connect to the cloud. From router I will connect to the switch. Click save. From switch I will connect to the PC. Click save. So now you can be able to see. So this is it. So you can also customize the way you want. You can zoom, so you can zoom it, you can zoom out, zoom in. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out. Also, you can change the color of this cable. So right click. So you right click on the cable itself, edit. You can change it to any. In case I can change to this one, you'll just click, apply. So you see how it look like. So you can change to any that you want. Also, you can change also again the color. You can right click, edit. You can choose the color. You want the red color, you want a blue, black. So it depends on you which color do you want. Until you get the right color, you click apply, like that. Then also you can power on, right click, start, or you can click start, then you right click here, start. Then right click on this PC, you click on start. Then now you can close this one. So now the devices has been powered on. So now let's assign the IP addresses. So double click on this router. Then click open SSH. Then now, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog box? Type no, and you press enter. Press enter again. Just wait just a second, enter. Then now we can be able to type enable, enable, followed by config terminal. Config terminal. Then we assign the name. That's the name of the router. Then now we assign IP address to this interface. So these are you are going to type. So you type interface E11, which is this IP address, followed by no shutdown. The next thing is we configure NAT. So this interface should be IP NAT inside. So these are you to configure. Then the next step is to configure one IP address. This is the interface which is connecting us to the internet. So I'm going to configure the IP address. So we just configured the interface, followed by the IP address, followed by IP NAT outside, because it is connecting to the internet. Next, let's ping the default gateway. So our default gateway right now here is this. So this is our default gateway. I can write it here, right click. So our default gateway. This is our default gateway. So let's ping our default gateway. Success. So we can be able to ping our default gateway 100%. Let's ping Google. So we can't be able to reach Google. Reason is we haven't configured routing. So let's configure default routing to enable us to access internet. So these are to configure default routing, IP route, all networks, subnet mask, and the default gateway. Let's test again. Internet is successful. Now, let's configure DHCP. We need to make sure that this PC can be able to obtain IP address from the router. So let's configure DHCP on the router. This is the procedure. Okay, so this is how to configure DHCP. IP DHCP put LAN, followed by the network, which is the LAN, and the subnet mask. Followed by the default router is the IP address of your router. Followed by the DNS. DNS, we have the first DNS and alternate DNS. Whenever you see invalid, it means you type a wrong spelling or a wrong command. Next is to exclude. We are going to exclude the IP address of the router so that this PC cannot be able to obtain the IP address of 10.1.1. Next, let's see if this PC can be able to obtain IP address from the router and also can access internet. Double click. Then now we need to type the following for it to obtain IP address. Perfect. So it has obtained an IP address of 10.1.1.2 and the gateway of 10.1.1. Let's ping internet. Ping facebook.com. Not connecting. Let's double click again. I think there is a problem with our PuTTY terminal. So we stop it again and we start it again once more. Double click again, open. Let's show IP again to see. Show IP, no IP address. Let's obtain again. Let's ping again, ping facebook.com. So no connection. Let's stop it again and try it again once more. So we double click. Let's ping the IP address instead of the name. Ping. So right now, it means this PC cannot access internet because we have not finished configuring our NAT. So let's go back to our router. So let me ping this one. Let's ping 888 continuously while configuring our router. So this is the router. So let me configure as you see on your left hand side what is happening. So I'm going to configure again access list. Perfect. So we have done. So now you can be able to see our computer can be able to access internet. So this was what you were supposed to do. Configure access list to permit the entire network to access internet. Configure overload or port address translation so that it can be able to access internet. So now let's try it again on this other side. Let's press Ctrl C, ping this. So now you can be able to see ping facebook.com successful, ping youtube.com successful. In summary, let's check all the IP addresses configured on the router. Okay, step 1. In summary, we configured the interface IP addresses. So we configured, these are the IP addresses that we configured. That is interface 1, 0, facing 1 and LAN. Those are the IP addresses, IP NAT inside and IP NAT outside. We configured NAT overload. We configured default routing, and we configured access list. Lastly, we configured the DHCP. And that is the end of our video on how we can configure network address translation in PNETLab. Remember, you can configure the same process using the same process in any simulation software like Cisco Packet Tracer. You can use GNS3, or you can use FNG, or if you want to use the one like the one I am using right now, PNETLab. So I'll be posting some videos on also how to install PNETLab, FNG, and others. So thanks for watching. Kindly remember to subscribe, share, and turn on that notification bell so that whenever I upload a new videos, you'll be the first one to check. Comment on the comment section below. Have a nice day.